atlutdfantv 1-1 draw against FC Motagua. I think pretty favorable results, something that I predicted, and hopefully it happened, and it did. So, yeah, what did you think of the match?
I mean, it wasn't pretty, but in a competition like CONCACAF Champions League, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to paint pretty pictures for to get where you want to get to. And yeah, I mean, it could have been more, could have been less. Motagua had some decent chances they couldn't finish off. Atlanta had some good chances as well. Both keepers made good saves. And it finished 1-1, and yeah, it's absolutely a favorable result. You start the season 1-1 on your match predictions, which is a good thing. But yeah, United put themselves in a great position, bringing it back to Kennesaw, which has actually been a great place for United to play, especially in the Champions League. And yeah, great place to advance, and that's all you can ask for, especially with your first match of the season against a team that's in form. So, well, at least in match fitness, and well, I guess they are in form in their domestic league as well. So yeah, can't complain.
Right. And definitely when we saw the lineup, it was interesting. I mean, a few midfielders maybe out of place, but all in all, I think, yeah, I mean, it was effective at times, but also it's saw that first goal kind of, saw the backline get exposed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had some square pegs and round holes, but unfortunately, with how the preseason's gone, you've had some unfortunate injuries to players like Miles Robinson, and you also have work visa issues with some of your new signings to where they can't play. And Frank de Boer didn't really have the personnel to play a back three, and he had a makeshift back four. And yeah, at times they didn't communicate well, and that's how the goal comes about. You have two guys marking the guy at the near post, and unfortunately, you don't have someone get back in time, and they get a goal. But to Atlanta's credit, they bounced right back and had a very, very nice well-worked goal between Pitti and Joseph, and the King takes advantage, doesn't have any rust at all, and 1-1 just like that, and that's really good bounce back. That shows the team has resilience. And again, this is the first competitive game of the season, and it didn't look great. It looked like they were unfamiliar playing in this system because they haven't been really playing a 4-3-3 that much this preseason. It's been a lot of the three at the back. But again, they got the result, and I think the three-man midfield, I think it was decent at times. I think with a Joseto, it could be even more dynamic going forward. I thought Rometti played okay. I think Jeff Larinowitz did what he had to do. I think if you had a little bit maybe younger legs and a bit more mobility there and a wider range of passing, it could be a very productive system for Atlanta United. But again, this was about getting a decent result. And I was definitely a bit pessimistic heading into this game off the back of last year, off the back of the preseason friendlies. But United got the job done. And like you said, it wasn't always pretty at times, but it didn't have to be. And I think that's the best thing that you could say, especially coming off of last year's nightmare in Herediano, where the team was all over the shop. They didn't repeat those mistakes this time. And yeah, it was CONCACAF-y at times, but still, 1-1, I can't complain.
Yeah. And Guzan, I mean, just making point-blank saves and second saves.
Already paying off his new contract. I mean, a couple of those saves he made was outstanding. It was really good, and he kept United in the game because, Motagua definitely could have had 2, maybe 3 goals. United definitely had some chances as well. Pitti Martinez had a very good effort. Joseph had a couple of good efforts. Ezequiel Barco had a good chance, and the turf monster got him. So it wasn't as if Atlanta didn't create chances themselves, but both teams got a goal, and both teams, I think Motagua definitely playing at home will be the more disappointed of the two sides. They had some chances, and they knew that they had to take advantage of those to have a chance in this tie, because I think Atlanta United will be very confident taking it back, and it's going to be a rowdy and raucous atmosphere at KSU next weekend. Action at the fraction, I guess is what they call it. But yeah,
or a weekday, really.
Yeah, weekday. So yeah, Atlanta United put themselves in a great position, and that's what they needed. They got the result they needed, and happy days.
Yeah.